Hey boys and girls, welcome back to Midgame Life Crisis. I am Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf. Guys, today we're gonna take another look at Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. Last time we took a deep dive into the tiny details of all kinds of scenes. Well, this time we have gameplay footage of the final build, so the way you see it now is the way you can expect it to be when you play it, and we know you're gonna play it.
So basically, Warhorse actually were ahead of schedule with this game. They decided to release it earlier than intended. At the beginning, it was supposed to be released somewhere in the mid or near the end of February. But then they took it much earlier to like the 2nd of February, which shows that they're also quite confident in their product.
Not only that, they also gave the review codes early.
Yes, exactly. That's what I was about to say. They also sent the review codes early. So what we're seeing right now are the very last gameplay of the most recent build that almost certainly will be the build that all of us will get to play once the game is out in less than a month from now. So it's going to be interesting. We're going to talk about interesting aspects of the game for us from what we've seen so far. Let's get into it, man.
Alright. This environment is gorgeous. You can see that they have been recreating like real places. They've shown this in videos on their channel, which if you haven't watched, I recommend. So it just gives a much more realistic feel, like it's a real world, because it's based on a real world.
Yeah, I mean, there's a few things I want to talk about here. Look at the pot of food here. Right?
Yeah.
The rusty old pot. You can see like old spillage that crusted over.
Old stains, yeah.
Yeah, from hundreds of all uses, and like it's rusty and the food looks looks nasty. You know? But it's so
not that nasty.
I don't know. I don't think I did any of it. But yeah, it looks nasty in my eyes.
I don't think you realize how hungry they are.
Yeah, that's a good point.
But where's the fire? He's cooking, right?
Yeah, you don't see fire under the pot for whatever reason.
Yeah,
there's like weird inconsistencies like that we find here and there. But overall, it's a nice detail. Now check this out. Look at his belt buckle, bro. When he looks down, look at this.
Oh, look at it. It moves around, then it shines.
Yeah. It's basically article of clothing that you have on you, on your person. It's cool that you can see stuff like belt buckles and stuff like that literally move around with your body. It gives the world, a much more realistic, much more lived-in experience.
Yeah, it's immersive.
It's such a little detail, seeing the belt buckle move around. It's such a minute little detail, yet it adds a whole lot of realism to the game that you don't even... It seeps into your subconscious, but not necessarily into your conscious, you know what I'm saying?
It makes the scene more believable.
Yes, it really does.
And look how it shines just on the right angles.
I love it. I love that the belt buckle shines from the... Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, imagine that the more sophisticated article of clothing that you'll manage to get later in the game, probably you'll see all kind of flowing sleeves and belt buckles and stuff like that. It's very cool. Anyways, let's move on. So here you don't have an issue with not having a fire under the pot. You do have a fire here.
Yeah, it definitely a fire. But I like how when you use the items around you, like this recipe book,
yep,
it's just animated, It doesn't break the immersion.
Yes.
You're a part of the world.
Yeah, it's not like animated UI. You literally see the book
that
teaches you how to make that specific potion.
Yeah. You make a chamomile decoction here.
Yeah, it tells you exactly the steps in drawings, and you're holding it in your hand. Your character is literally holding the book that tells them how to make the thing that they need to make. I love it.
Yeah.
By the way, Indiana Jones and the Great Circle does the same shit. I love it.
Also a game with keen attention to detail.
Anyways, let's move on. Check this out. This dude, check it out. He's going to grab your arm, kind of armbar you, or twist your arm around, because this is like normal combat, hand-to-hand combat.
It's like a farmer. He's like a hired hand.
What I'm saying, this is not like a special move or an animated move. What I mean is it's not like a scripted move. This is something that can actually happen in a normal fight. People can grab you and twist your arm around, which is fucking awesome. I haven't seen that in any game. Look.
Yeah.
And the other guy seizes the moment to try and give you a nice front kick right there. Ooh, yeah. Oh, but then
the clipping here is a bit weird with hands.
Yeah, but it still looks nice when you punch them in the square in the jaw. I love it.
How does a hired hand have these ninja moves?
Hey man, just because he's a hired hand doesn't mean he doesn't know how to fight. I mean, come on, haven't you watched any Steven Seagal movies?
Who are you? Are you like some special forces guy or something?
I'm just a cook.
A cook?
Just a lowly cook.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
He's a cook, he's a fucking farmhand, but he kills everyone in the end.
He really does. So many broken, joints.
Same goes with Jason Statham, bro. Jason Statham, the same thing. The beekeeper. He's a beekeeper and then he kills everyone.
Yep.
You know?
I'm a beekeeper. I protect the hive. Sometimes I use fire to smoke out hornets.
There's a new movie coming out. He's like, I don't know what he is, like fucking cleaner?
Bro, Equalizer. He's fucking retired and he kills everyone.
Yeah, it doesn't matter what you do, bro. He'll still be a killer, which, according to Hollywood. Anyways, let's move on.
Yeah. Taking a leisurely walk here through the village, you can see the Pillories on the left.
Yeah. That's where people
are punished for being naughty.
That's how yeah. Basically your head and two hands. Your head goes into the big hole, obviously. 2 hands in the little holes. And you chill there on your knees. You chill there on your knees for hours, sometimes days.
I don't think you're on your knees. I think you're standing, which is worse.
Oh, lovely. For days.
And the passerbys throw like rotten tomatoes at you. It's like a sport.
Yeah, it was a great time to be alive, bro.
Look at this guy.
So this
Stop, you're wearing my things. How does he know?
It's reversed.
He's chasing you and he's just walking backwards.
And you're just running backwards, bro.
He looks so chill, just as like he's pissed off supposedly, but he looks so chill.
Yeah, his face is like his face is like resting. Look at the shadow of Henry. Why are you holding a fucking? What is it? Is that a?
He's like no, he's walking with his hand on the hilt of his sword.
No, but look, he's holding a what do you call it? Look, what is that?
That's the hilt of the sword.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's on his belt.
Oh my god, it looks like... Alright, I don't want to tell you what it looks like. Alright, yeah, so then you turn around and you run.
And the bunny tells you to stop and then...
I like the icons of the bunny on the top, near the compass, basically.
Yeah, near the compass.
I like that it shows you...
It translates the situation, so there's no confusion.
Yeah, so at first you have the stop.
This is someone telling you something to do. Stop.
Yes.
Detaining you, let's say.
The orange bunny telling you to stop.
It's a threatening situation.
Yeah, you don't want to stop, you keep running, right? From this guy that you supposedly stole.
Reverse.
Oh, by the way, there's another dude chasing you behind. I don't know if you noticed.
Oh,
there's another guard coming from behind
on you.
Yeah, that's why you're running away. Now, it goes from stop to...
From threatening to combat.
The bunny goes to combat. It means they're trying to actively kill you now.
Well, to attack you, and then you're a runaway bunny.
Runaway bunny, bro.
Run away.
Basically, you're running away. It's an interesting system.
The environment is gorgeous.
Look,
these views.
Look at the castle in the background. I love it.
And the shrubbery and everything. It's populated.
Yes. Let's move on. Yeah, so I don't know about you, bro, but in medieval times, every now and then, if I were living in medieval times, I'd have the urge to chase a random woman in the woods for no apparent reason.
Just like the person.
Oh yeah, there's nothing creepy about this at all.
Yep.
Just randomly chasing a woman in the woods, a woman in her underwear, I think.
We're just happening to be running in the same direction, and she's yelling guards.
Yes, she's yelling for God.
Why is she expecting guards in the woods?
She's running away from civilization.
Yeah.
This is like very slasher movie. Only you're like the killer.
That's what I'm saying. This guy is.
Yeah. So if she doesn't like acknowledge my calls, I see no other choice but to shoot her an arrow right in the buttocks.
I think he's just trying to mark his territory.
Yeah. This is basically in medieval times. This is how men initiated a romantic relationship with a woman.
Boy, she ran for a while. The scenery changed completely. She's dead tired.
It looks very painful.
Sure, it's in her ass cheek.
Alright, moving on. Moving on to the tavern.
Yeah.
Look at this. Man, it looks so good. I'm just look at the effect of the lighting of the... Look at this. So cool.
Yeah.
Coming out from a dark place to like at the outside.
Yeah, to a well-lit area.
I love it. Oh, look at this. Look at the trees on the right here.
Yeah.
Look at those trees and the castles in the background, right?
Yeah. These environments are well crafted.
This whole place is like, look how alive it is.
And you're just alive with it. You're just doing your chores.
Yeah, and you got like a random drunk walking from on the right there, and you have like people sitting and drinking, and this guard is talking to this dude, and this guy is watching them talk, and you have like a tavern wench serving them some ale, and you got these dudes up like being drunk and happy and talking about stuff.
Yeah, so someone is probably playing dice somewhere.
Yeah, I mean, everything is so alive in this game, and it's not like, again, it's not scripted. It's all like the world is that this is how they programmed the AI to have like schedules. This is why it reminds people a lot of Stalker. Stalker has the same function. Stalker has that thing where the world keeps living even when you're not in a certain area.
Yeah, with it.
You leave that certain area, people still keep living their lives. They have their schedules. They do laundry. They make food. They go to the market, and you don't have to be there to see it, right? This is what makes it so immersive when you enter an area, and it feels like you literally entered a lived-in place with real people, and not some scripted place that does everything because you're in it according to a very strict script. It's very open-ended, very sandboxy. I love it.
Yeah.
Look at look at how beautiful and gorgeous the outdoors are.
Yeah, it's the details and the outdoor. Look at this. It's wheat, right?
Yeah.
He just has to reach his hand to the right and put the music from Gladiator.
Yes. Literally the very first scene of Gladiator.
I don't know if it's the first scene. It's the scene that he dreams when he comes home to his wife and kid.
And you just see a dude like greeting you on the road,
passing you by. Blessings on you.
Look at this. Look how beautiful the environment, the outside environment is. The water, the reflections of the water, the shadows from the trees, the wheat flowing in the wind.
Yeah. Wild wheat.
Just chef's kiss, man. It's chef's kiss. The attention to detail in this game is absolutely mesmerizing.
They actually crafted environments that they went to look at, They recreated real areas in many of their scenes.
Exactly, and that's why this game has such a visceral feel to it, right?
Yep.
The combat is also extremely visceral. Even though it's janky, it is janky. It does have the Euro jank charm to it. And I will say charm in this case, because there's so much, the game is so ambitious. It's trying to do so much stuff.
And it's doing so much stuff.
It is. It has so many systems and subsystems that you can forgive the a bit janky animation here and there, or one of the most popular games of all time is fucking Skyrim, and that game is janky as fuck, especially without mods.
Well, that's the thing. Over there, the community is relying on mods to make it a lot better.
It doesn't matter. The game is extremely ambitious.
Speaking of jankiness, we can see it in the next scene.
We have one last scene to show you guys. This is actually something that kind of bothered us, but it also made us laugh. There it is. So you have this dude talking here in the rain.
Yeah. So you see, on the one hand, I like it that the conversations and animations are in-game engine, because it adds to the immersion. It doesn't break the immersion when you start conversation or some animation, some cinematic. But then you got the rain there, and obviously the guy is in the rain, because you can see the bench is wet and the raindrops fall on it and there's puddles. But he doesn't look wet. His hat, his clothes.
Yeah, there's at least I don't know. Maybe the fabric could be wet, but it's hard to tell.
I mean, they animated when you wash your face that there's trickling water. They couldn't animate trickling water on his clothes or on his face or something.
If you look very carefully, you can see some of the drops hit his hat. You can actually see his hat. If you look very closely, you can see water hitting his hat. Look at Henry as well.
Yeah.
Henry doesn't look wet.
He looks dry.
Yes, even though you can see the rain very obviously dropping right on them.
Yeah.
They don't look wet. They just don't look wet. I don't know.
There's a few things like that there's no persistent changes in the environment. There's no, even though there's persistent blood stains, there's no persistent wounds, for example.
Yeah, there's no persistent wounds. It seems like wetness is not very consistent. Sometimes it's on like environments and on hats and stuff like that, but not like on skin, not on fabric, at least not from what we can see. Maybe it's because of the resolution through YouTube rendering. I'm not sure. Maybe, maybe if you see this in...
Yeah, it could be different in game.
Could be, but even if it's there, in our opinion, it's not apparent enough. Yeah, it doesn't look good enough in our opinion. It looks kind of wonky. But again, very small stuff.
Oh yeah.
That bother us. The game overall looks absolutely amazing. This is the latest gameplay, so this should be pretty close to how the game will be when it comes out. Again, these guys, Warhorse, they know what they're doing, man. Yeah, will it be probably buggy. The first game was buggy as hell when it came out, but they fixed it since then.
At the start, yeah.
I'm sure this will be buggy as well at first, but it's still one of mine and yours and a lot of people's most anticipated game of 2025. And there's good reason for it, man, because it's ambitious as fuck. It's immersive as fuck.
Looks gorgeous.
It's funny, the humor with the icons of the rabbit, and it's gorgeous, like you said.
Yeah.
It seems to strike the right balance between serious but not taking itself too serious. You know what I mean? Being realistic.
Yeah, it's got a lot of good humor.
It's very realistic on one point,
Yep.
but yet has a lot of humor to it, a lot of levity. It's just right for me. I love the vibe.
Yep.
I love the vibe. And yeah, this game looks awesome, and we can't wait for it.
So guys, tell us, are you hyped up for this game as we are? Are you in high expectations of it? Tell us what you think, and like, subscribe, press the good button, press the bad button. We appreciate your opinion and feedback.
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. Yeah, that's it. I'm Inconsistency.
I'm Werewolf.
MLC, we are out.
Bye.